Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. So for today we have got a new collection from Fantasy Cosmetica. So if you want to hear my thoughts on this collection, then please stick around for today's video and make sure you are subscribed before leaving today. So we have got an eyeshadow palette, we also have a highlighter palette, and we also have a fragrance. So first I want to show you some close-ups of the palette, which is called the Wizard. This is a 9-pan and you do have 4 shimmer shades followed by 5 matte shades. If you are a blue lover, this is the perfect palette for you. This collection is going to be launching on February 16th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you can use my affiliate code BRITTANYRAE to save. The eyeshadow palette is going to be a $38.99. The highlighter palette is going to be $29.99, and they also have single matte shadows for $4.99. You can get a single, duo, or multi-chrome shadow for $9.99, and then also the single holochrome shade that will be $18.99. And then we have the Celestial Lights highlighter palette. Isn't it so beautiful? I'm beyond excited to finally have a highlighter palette from Fantasy Cosmetica. I've been low-key hoping that they will do this for quite some time, and I think this palette is stunning, and they're beautiful, and they're shifty and sparkly. And then we have the fragrance right here, which this is called also like the Wizard because it's part of this collection. I have the 10 milliliter. This is inspired by laying in the grass and admiring the night sky. It's a refreshing grass and wood scent with some citrus notes in there as well. I get lots of lemon in here, and the dry down is when I start smelling like the woody notes, things like that. It's not too long lasting. I do have some others from their brand that I love that last all day on me. Is this one for me? Technically no. Like, it's not something I would reach for because I'm not big on like that lemon clean note. It just makes me think of like cleaning supplies, but my mom loves this one. Like, so I know like there's people out there that are gonna love it, but it's just not like for me. This one I do like to layer it with some of my other scents, but this isn't one like I just reach for. I use this one and I like to layer it. So now let's zoom in and let's start a look. Let me first start off, this is probably really backwards. I want to do the highlighter. I'm just going to do a little bit of, which shade? I want to do Dancing Lights. This is my favorite. Honestly, they're all beautiful, but this one, like it looks pink, right? But honestly, on my face, it looks blue. It just has the prettiest shift to it. So I want to start off with this one. It's just my favorite. They're very flattering, even though they're shifty. They're not too overwhelming. I mean, you can build them up and get them intense. I don't know, there's just something about this one in particular that I like. I've used all 3. You'll see them in the upcoming looks as well, that I just kind of like popped in to show you the looks and the highlighter. It just, if you go in with the little, it just looks so pretty and cute on your face. But honey, they are pigmented. You could build these babies up. They're so beautiful. I just love this palette from them so much. And now we're gonna play with a Wizard. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I think that this is the perfect palette for like a winter to spring transition with these more cool tones and the blues. It just looks like a cold spring morning, you know, with some of these pastels. This is the perfect transition palette in my opinion. And if you are a blue lover, I'm so excited for you because I know your heart is extremely happy. I want to go in with first like this beautiful holochrome shifty shade. It's not as like intense as I was thinking as like shifty. It's mainly like a blue purple shade, and I do have to build this one up, but it is still very beautiful, and it gives just like the perfect effect to the look. I don't know, I think so far I've created 4 looks that I'm going to pop in this video. I don't know, I was thinking about doing 2 more that are just like all matte, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But the shimmer, so for this look I want to be very sparkly and shifty. Let's see, I want to go in with a little bit of like that blue purple we have and just tap it on the outer part. There's something about these blues that even though they're blue, I'm not too intimidated by it, because like this is one soft layer and it could be just like everyday, you know, or at least for me. Now I'm going to go in with the Icy Blue. I think it's just the perfect blue. I don't know, there's just something about this brightness that it just gives to the eye. And if you blend this one out, because I've had this for quite a while and I've like just gone in with the blue, like this baby blue, and it just looks beautiful and wet. It makes your lids look wet. I love this one so much. I just thought, I was like, oh, it's just a lot blue. But then over the times I've used it, I have really come to love this shade. It's just like the perfect touch to every look. So now I'm going to go in with this yellow shade. It's like lemony. It just gives me lemon vibes. And I've been putting this one on the inner corner. If I just want like a no makeup look, I've been going in with my bronzer and just popping this beautiful yellow shade right on top just to give it a little something without it being like so intense in your face, because like I said, like these shimmers you can build them up or make them more subtle if you just do like one layer. But I don't know, there's just something about that icy blue and that more yellow shade that I just haven't been in like the intense eyeshadow look recently. So I've just been doing my bronzer and then adding some of the shimmers on top, just one layer, and like dusting them on. And that's just kind of been my vibe recently. For the lower lash line, typically I add like a lot of eyeshadow down there, like lots of mattes and shimmers. I'm not going to be super intense. I just want to go in with maybe, I'm going to mix like the yellow, just some of the pastels, and just very softly brush it underneath here. And I think I might add a little bit of the Holochrome because it's blue, but it has purple in there, but also there's like some red reflex. It's such a beautiful shade in my opinion, and I just want to add that down there for a nice pop, because in natural light, the way the sun hits it and those red sparkles come out, it gets me going. So I definitely want to add that one to my lower lash line. See what I mean about the blues? If you just carefully go in, like, you can make it wearable. Because y'all know me, if I see a blue, I'm running the other way most of the time because they scare me a little bit. But this palette is approachable. So now I'm going in with the Holochrome, and I'm just going to look up and drag that all along the lower lash line. Okay, there we have it. This is the finished look. Very soft and easy, subtle, approachable, but still fun at the same time. Like winter mix on my eyes, with the perfect transition to spring. Okay, on the waterline, I added this little thingy from Sephora, Ultimate Gel Eyeliner. I got it for like maybe like $3, so I had to get it. It was on sale, and then I had some points built up, so I got it for free. I don't really recommend these. It's fine. It typically, like, it looks pretty now, but it doesn't last that long. But now I'm going to turn down the brightness. Alright, here we have it under low light. Low-key obsessed with this look. I think it's my favorite one that I've created so far. I tried to save the best for last. Technically, this is the first one for you, but I just wanted to throw on all the shimmer shades, and now I finally got to do that, and I really like it. Let me show you my mirror. Maybe you can see some of the shifts, some of the red sparkles. Oh, my mirror's dirty. Ooh, that looks terrible. Sorry, guys. Let me just, like, wipe it off. Yeah, there you go. You can see like the purple, the blue, some of the red. In person, that's where you can really see some of those red pops. While I have you here, you already know, I want to do some swatches. Let me do the icy blue, the yellow, the Holochrome, and then the blurple. This beautiful blue purple. More blue than purple. And let's just go ahead and show you what these babies look like with no editing or whatever. It's just like live, so you can see. This is one layer, and if you layer, like, do another, they're really intense. I just love these two right here. They're so icy, and the base is almost translucent, so it just makes every look wet. Okay, girl. Okay. I almost said girls and guys. I don't know what I don't know what that ended up sounding like. Now I want to do the highlighter swatches over here. It's so funny. Whenever I saw this, I was like, it doesn't even match the palette. Like, we have some pinks and purples. Like, what? I have a dog hair. Oh my goodness. Nope, that's my hair. Anyways, and whenever you get them on your face, they're not. They're magical. Okay, let me just show you. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. There we have it. Oh my word. These are so thin and pigmented, and they just make your cheeks look wet. They are stunning. And like, you can see the pink shifts here, but when you get them on the face, they're not. Like, they are a little, but they're more of like, this one is more of like that blue vanilla, and then the purple has more of a blue, and then this one right here has a really intense like pinky purple on the cheeks. They just look so freaking pretty. So now I'm going to play the other looks that I created, and then we'll come back and wrap up my thoughts on this collection. Always feel like I'm doing spirit fingers. Okay, so for this look, all I did, I went in with obviously that icy blue. I went in with these two just in the crease and on the lower lash line, and then I went in with a little bit of the darker blue in the outer corner and just a touch of that And that's what I came up with. And then over here, obviously I went in with this beautiful yellow. Also went in with the lighter pastel yellow in the crease and on the inner corner. And then I had to go in with the more Holochrome shifty shade, just a little bit all on the rest of the eye. And then I went in with the purple. This is what I came up with, so I'm going to turn on the brightness. There's something about the way they sparkle that makes me love their formula so dang much. I wanted a very light makeup day, but just like, I don't know, just sparkles all over, you know, just like a hint of blue. Nothing out of my comfort zone, but still very beautiful, just like a winter. Very winter, but like leaning into spring. So I'm obsessed with this highlighter, so I went in with this one right here. It looks pink, right? But it's so pretty and teal and blue and shifty and pinky. And then on this side, I went in, look at that. It's so pretty. I went in with this purple one, but it's just pink. They're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, here are the other two looks. For this one over here, I went into the darker blue with a hint of like a purple shift to it, and then I deepened it up with the purple because I wanted to use the purple right here for both looks, so you can see how if you pair it with blue, it's going to pull blue, whereas like this one I paired it with the Holochrome over here, and it paired almost like a purple in person. So now I'm gonna turn down the brightness. I feel like blues look so much better under this low lighting because with all the bright lights, it's like, oh my gosh, it's too blue for me. But here we have it. It's so sparkly. And then on the inner corner over here, I went in with the icy blue, and then over here I went in with the yellow. Look at that Holochrome. Isn't it just so beautiful? Oh my gosh, they're just so magical. And then for the face highlighter, I used the same one on both cheeks. I went in with the one in the middle. It's like a blue. It has like a pink base, but it's still like really blue. My mom, she was like, whoa, turn your face, turn your face. I was like, what? She was, I think you have blue on you, but maybe it's just a shadow. And I turned, she was like, I don't like it. I'm like, well, at least it's not your face. Anyways, I just love a blue highlighter. I just like how that purple matte, it looks kind of more purpley with this shade, and then it looks really blue over here. Let me hold my mirror up to see if you can see the shift. Yeah, you can see it. There's a slight purple shift. You see that? So pretty. Let's look at the Holochrome. Still pretty purple. Oh, I don't know, man. There's just something about them. They're so pretty. They are so sparkly. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's come back and kind of go over this collection, but first, I'm just saying, like, I didn't even finish my makeup today because I've been loving the Performer foundation from About Face so much. I've been living my best life without so much makeup on my face. So if you're like, you have heavy eyes but not like bronzer and blush and all the things, I don't know, this foundation is just making me not want to wear all my other makeup. What can I say? I don't know, I'm just kind of living my best skin era, I guess. I don't know, I'm just throwing a little bit of that on. Let's first talk about, should I do the palette? No, we'll do the fragrance. I think it's beautiful. I love, like, it's a hand-painted bottle. Not my favorite scent from them, but it still smells good, and I love it mixed with other. I like mixing it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, now the highlighter palette. I'm so excited that they are kind of, like, they've done candles, they've done lipsticks, they've done lip oils, and palettes, all of the things. So I'm glad to see that they are doing highlighters because these look luxurious on the face. Like, if you, like, they just don't pick up texture. They just look wet and beautiful. I'm happy because I have some other highlighters from indie brands and they're just chunky. They're not very flattering. It's like, oh snap, you're wearing sparkles all over your face, you know? But you can just go into this very lightly and it looks so smoothing on the face. But honey, you can build it up and she can be very intense. But I don't know, this is like a colorful highlighter that I'm actually going to utilize on the daily because it doesn't look scary like this. But in my other looks, you can tell you can definitely build it up. So that's a win for me, and I hope that they come out with more. Please do like a peachy one. My heart will freak out. Next, let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. I think the packaging is really beautiful. I like that they have a nice contrast with the packaging. The inside, I like that we have a mirror in here. You get beautiful. I like the nice mix. Like, you get 5 mattes and 4 shimmers. I like that balance. I like that ratio. It's good. You get the best of both worlds, you know what I mean? I think all the shimmer shades are lovely. They're beautiful. I like that you get a blue, a yellow, like a blurple, and then a holochrome with some red sparkles. I think that they really covered all the bases when it comes to shimmers. I think that they created lovely shimmers in this palette. Like, there's just a nice mix for everybody. Even if you get this palette, like, there's versatility. You go super light, super deep. The matte shades in here, they all blended really nicely. I think this formula is really, really good. I would say, like, my only critique, if I had one, I would maybe make this a violet pop in here, like a light lilac, purple, violet, to kind of make it to where you get more of like a purple look, but that's just me being nitpicky, but everything else is really pretty. I think that this is a perfect winter to spring transition palette. If you're a blue lover, I'm so excited for you because you're going to love this palette. And I think that the fun pop of yellow in here is nice because blues and yellows, they just look good. Guys, this is a solid collection. Everything is so freaking pretty in here. I wish I had the Rogue, I think it's the Rogue palette that I don't have. I have all their other palettes. So for me, I'm like, girl, I've got to buy that palette the next time it's on sale. I wish I had it to compare. I'll pop up a picture. I think that the undertones are completely different, but you do get like some blues in that one as well. But for me, I think the undertones, they just look different in a lot of the looks that I've seen people create. That one's more like blue but like grungy with some green hues in there, whereas this is like winter and like so pretty. Please let me know down below, are you going to be picking this one up? Is it on your wish list? Are you going to be duping it in your collection? Another thing I wanted to point out, I almost always forget, what is wrong with me? These shades are magnetic, so if you have a little tool, you can just pop it out like this and rearrange the palette, or maybe add a different shade if this one isn't going to work for your skin tone. You can be very creative with their palettes, and that is something I love. You can mix and match your other Fantasy Cosmetica palettes and just create your own palette in a way. But that's going to do it for today's video. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are healthy, happy, and safe. Stay beautiful. Bye, guys.